We can be our own worst critics. That constant streaming of the inner narrative can have you doubting yourself in major ways. The self-talk that instantly puts you down, shouts out your fears, and puts your insecurities right on blast. Unfortunately, your self-talk could be the number one culprit as to why you've been on this extended version of self-sabotage. How can you gain control, reduce the intensity, or conquer self-sabotage? I'm giving you my take on the mindset and steps to shift and subdue your self-sabotage and build supportive self-talk. When your self-talk is in critic mode, it's disempowering you a little by little. It's why you second guess yourself, why you're not as confident as you'd like to be, and your hope is running low. The great news is you run the show. You get to tune into another station. It's not going to be a switch you can just flip on overnight, but if you keep practicing and fine-tuning, you can get rid of that static and get a clear signal to supportive self-talk. Ready for me to be your personal mindset coach? Work with me one-on-one. Let's let go of what's holding you back and get the mindset you need so you can chase your dreams while doing all the things. You don't have to just dream about the life you love. You can actually live the life of your dreams. With my simple strategies, you can go from imagining to manifesting, from just trying to thriving. Let's rewrite your story now. Tap the link in the show notes and apply now. Your next level you is awaiting. Let's go on this journey together. In the midst of doing all the things, you can do all things and chase your dreams. Stay encouraged as we go on this journey called life, tackling everything that comes our way while we shine our light despite any circumstances we face. No more downplaying or dimming your light, because through the good, the bad, and everything in between, together we can encourage over everything. Encourager! Hoping this episode finds you well and thriving, sending lots of positive vibes and that good energy your way. Open your arms wide and say, I receive. Yes. We're talking one of my favorite topics, self-talk. It's that default voice that's constantly running in the background. Sometimes it's faint or on low volume. It's the backdrop, that beat bed you may or may not recognize is streaming the same tune on repeat. You've practiced it so much, it's dominating your thoughts, and now you see everything through that lens. I know, because that used to be me. As a classic overthinker, I was notorious B.I.G. for stewing on my thoughts. I'd think about it again, think about it some more, and be like, and another thing. During my single season, it was really bad. I thought I'd be single forever. Between you and me, I thought my man was in heaven with Jesus. The more I joked about it, I can't even get past that, because it still tickles me still to this day. The more I joked about it, the more I really started to think that was true. Having that sinking feeling of never finding love was lonely and just hopeless. It was no wonder those same emotions were present as I dated. I was declaring it by calling it forth, and the universe was more than happy to oblige. I was attracting exactly what I didn't want. Not to mention, our brain loves to be right. It's always looking for evidence to prove us right. Luckily, the more I learned about manifesting and how your brain works, yes, I geek out about this kind of stuff all the time. But the more I started learning, the more I started to zero in on what I actually wanted so that I could put that on repeat. You are worthy of self-care every day, not just on a Sunday. As you do all the things and chase your dreams, self-care has to be a major part of your day-to-day life. Giving yourself what you need is the key to being able to give everybody else what they need. If you're having a hard time making sure your self-care is on your list, get all the deets in the Encourager's Insider Guide to Self-Care. These free, easy DIY tips for simple ways to make self-care a part of your daily routine, plus some bonus goodies. Get your free Encourager's Guide to Self-Care because you deserve to be a priority on your list. Grab it right on the blog or theshow.encourageovereverything.com/self-care freebie. No more being last on your list. Grab it today and give yourself the gift of self-care. You already know where attention goes, energy flows. It's that same thing with self-talk. When your self-talk is in critic mode, it's disempowering you little by little. It's why you second guess yourself, why you're not as confident as you'd like to be, and your hope is running low. The great news is you run the show. You get to tune into another station. It's not going to be a switch you just flip on overnight, but if you keep practicing and fine-tuning, you can get rid of the static and get a clear signal to supportive self-talk. First, you just want to notice what thoughts you're having on repeat. The best way to do that is in your journal. Now, I love me some Brendan Burchard's High Performance Planner or the Growth Day app. There's also an online version too. I love his personal development tools because you can really see how you're doing over time. It tabulates scores for you and recommends resources for you too. There are great journal prompts as well. I mean, if you're like me sometimes and you struggle with what to write, it has amazing journal prompts. There's a link too in the show notes where you can use a free 14-day trial just to check it out and see if it really works for you. I absolutely love it and really recommend that you check it out because I bet you'll love it too. If you already have a journal and you struggle with what to write, you can also try flow writing for 10 minutes. This is just where you write for 10 straight minutes, and by the end of that 10 minutes, you should have gotten out just all of just the random gunk, and then you get to the really good stuff. Journaling is one of the simplest, often overlooked tools that is packed with benefits. It's your best friend that never gets tired of hearing from you, so use it. You'll be able to get perspective and gain a better understanding of what you're thinking and ruminating on. You'll be able to visually see what you're focused on the most. For the things that aren't serving you, challenge those things. Everything we think isn't always the right thought. In other words, just because we think it doesn't make it true. If you think it is, that's your ego talking. Yes, Alexa, play Ego by Beyonce, because that's what's happening right now. When I was thinking I'd be single forever, one day I said out loud, that can't be true. God didn't want that for me. I believe in God and I respect that you may have other beliefs. So whomever it is for you, I'm sure who you believe in believes the best for you too. I started really paying attention to my thoughts, and the ones that I want to align with are the ones that God believes for me. I know God had to have an amazing love for me because he made me a wife. I know God has a beautiful life for me. He wants me to experience abundance, love, and an overflow of goodness in every area of my life. Ooh, we about to take it to church right quick. because I feel this so deep in my spirit. I believe this for me and for you. Whenever I have thoughts that don't align with what God believes for me, I know those thoughts, they ain't of God. That ain't what's for me. The enemy will have you believing you aren't worthy of love or abundance in every area of your life. The enemy will have you thinking you're never going to have that relationship, that marriage, the career, the big dream house or the dream car, or travel the world or sit courtside or whatever your big dream is that you have. The enemy will have you thinking you'll never have it and that ain't meant for you. But God already said it's yours. He already gave it to you. You were born worthy of all life's blessings. Ooh. Now you got to be Mary, Mary, and go get your blessings. It's your time. So challenge your thoughts. Ask yourself, where did that thought come from? Is it in alignment with what God says about me? Is this even true? Even if it is true, what do I want to do with it now? What do I want my truth to be? You can change your thought patterns and ruminate on what you want so you can start living that now. I love sharing my favorites with you. My favorite app on my phone is the Growth Day app. The journal feature is everything. If you want to be able to journal literally anywhere you have your phone in hand, this is for you. If you don't know what to write, no worries. You will want this for the science-backed journal prompts alone. It's a great place to reflect, explore, gain new insights, and level up your perspective. This all-in-one personal development app has a great plan section, a place to capture your life scores, and so much more. Now, if you love self-improvement as much as I do, you are going to love what Brendan Burchard has put together. Check out the link in show notes, and I'll see you there. As you start to notice what you're thinking, you can begin applying a new meaning by replacing what's not serving you with positive thoughts. Instead of thinking, I'll never find love, replace it with, I am the love of my life. In falling in love with yourself, you're preparing for that great love that's coming for you. You'll align with that love when you're ready to receive it. My favorite Wayne Dyer quote is, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. You can say, I am closer to the love of my life every day. Affirming what you want helps put you on the same frequency of what you want, and remaining in a positive state, that's how you manifest it into reality. Affirmations is a great way to help pave new neural pathways in your brain. Because trust me, if you've been on that negative train for a while, your brain is paved with it, honey. It's going to take some time and practice, but no judgment, just observing your thoughts and replacing with better thoughts as you go. That's why I love affirmations, because it can really help you with moving along so much faster, building more supportive self-talk. Affirmations like, life is always working out for me. I believe something magical will happen today. I am in alignment with what God says about me. I am expecting miracles today. I am a beautiful being. I am in love with my life. I am thinking more positive every day. Yes. Start claiming the incredible things you want and stay in gratitude of what you have. Your thoughts will follow. Before you know it, you'll be in a whole new space with supportive self-talk that aligns with the best of you. You've given yourself enough tough love. That's enough of that. Let's try just the love part. No, but for real. Normalize being kind to yourself, supporting who you were, who you are now, and who you're becoming. Remember, negative self-talk doesn't have to take over your life. It doesn't have to be, quote unquote, just who you are. Don't use that as an excuse to stay the same, not grow, not change, and become who you really want to be. You are more than your thoughts, but you get to drive your thoughts. They don't run you. You run your thoughts. With a bit of practice, you can learn to manage and even overcome negative streaming. You can have positive thoughts playing on repeat and having your brain identify all the evidence of the greatness surrounding you. You can subdue self-sabotage and shift your self-talk. Be a positive support system for yourself. Build yourself up. When in doubt, believe what God says about you. You are a walking miracle. It is no accident that you are here, that we are connected, and you are hearing the sound of my voice right now. Things are turning around, and there is more positivity on the horizon for you. I say this and believe it wholeheartedly as we claim and affirm supportive self-talk today, because together we can encourage over everything. Thanks for tuning in. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Please take a moment to leave a review. All you have to do is rate by lighting me up with some stars. And leave a few words. If you share this episode, let me thank you in advance for sharing positive messages, because we all know some peeps in our lives who could use an extra dose of encouragement. And I'm throwing virtual confetti right now to celebrate you for finishing this episode. I don't know about you, but I'm not ready for this to end. So if you want more, check out theshow.encourageovereverything.com for literally all things Encourage Over Everything. Stay connected and join the email list. Get that VIP treatment by being the first to know all the happenings and get encouragement sent right to your inbox. theshow.encourageovereverything.com has everything that you're looking for, from show notes and all of the info on today's sponsors. And if you are looking to connect with other fellow encouragers, be sure to join my exclusive community at the Encourage Over Everything Facebook group. I can't wait to connect with you in the next episode. Remember, there isn't anything that we can't get through, because together we can encourage over everything.